Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Waterfall from CZT Mike Ng. And I hope I pronounced that right. All right, neat tangle. There are, he's got a variation on here that is interesting. And so I think we'll just do both. All right. This starts off with a nice big continuous S-shape squiggly line. And I'm going to not do it right at the top, but close. All right, and in my playing with it, I did find that I don't think it matters, the squiggle. Sometimes, well, actually, at first I was thinking, ooh, maybe some of these need, like the next step needs to be a little longer. I found you just don't need to worry about it, which makes it a beautiful tangle. All right, now, right off of the bat, from the top, what it looks like he has done is taking however you started it, whichever direction, and with the takeoff and land concept, just continue this into like a flux shape or a teardrop, like that. And then what he's been doing, well, actually, let's just do one side at a time. Okay, this is my interpretation of what he was doing. So where this, kind of comes off, let's say from the bottom of a curve, that's what I'm going to call it. So from here, we're going to take off and then land, right back on it. You could trace back over if you want to. And, if you take a look at the step out, well, they're all kind of going up, but it really doesn't matter, which just makes it wonderful. And, okay, here we'll do a little one too. All right. And then the same thing on the other side. It's like I have a big space here, and it doesn't, it could always. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He did do one over here. So let's do that too. Like something is missing. There's a big gap up there. That's right. It's not as apparent because we have turned that top curve into a flux shape. All right. And then one last one here, like so. Okay. Next. I'm trying to remember what the name is escaping me that we did. Oh, banners. Banners, and then there's one called ruffles, which is also kind of sort of similar to like the Zenplosion idea, where from this curve, and this, for the original here, he has us just kind of from the end of this, just making a line coming from it, going to wherever it ends. So, and whatever angle you pick, because it looks like his angles are all the same. So whether it goes off the page, and this one's going to go off the page too, and so is this one. This is where I wondered, ooh, do I need to worry about that? And you don't. Now, that same angle, we're going to do the same thing on this side. And like I said, just focusing on, okay, here's that angle, and wherever it lands, it lands. And just, pick up your pen when it comes to another line. Like that. Okay, then, at this point, you can decorate it however you want. I'm going to follow his step out, though, just because. And I'm going to kind of aura this. And who knows, maybe you'll get fancy, but I want to show you the other one first. So I'm kind of auraing that line, sort of, right here. Ooh, maybe put some rounding in or something at that edge. That might correct that. And I'm just doing the one side at a time because that's what I like to do. All right, coming back to this way. And you'll notice on Mike's step out, which the link is in the description section, you'll see how he decorates it, and he puts an extra band in here and does some shaddock on it. But you can do whatever it is that you want. And I just noticed he has one coming from the other direction. So take a look at that. All that means is what I just said. Never mind. No. But if something seems like it's going to flow better, it just makes it interesting. So again, go take a look at that. All right. Now, for some shading on this one. All right, my first thought is, you know what, you can't even see the S shapes. Like, where did that S shape go? Ooh, I like in the one, he darkened that. Ooh. Oh, he did it in both samples. Oh, do I want to do it with that? Let's grab the 10. That's kind of interesting. Ooh, is that? That's going to be too much. Graphic one it is. Oh, I kind of like that. And, oh no, it looks like he did it all the way from here. And that will fix that little bump, I do think. All right, let's make sure that you can see. So, being very careful. It's hard to see what was what. And this does do some course correction. Built in. That's nice. Yeah. I likey. Okay, now I'll do some shading. All right. And I don't know why, for some reason, oh no, I guess it wouldn't. Okay, so if we're going to do shading, let's, if we're assuming this is like a ribbon, right? And it's just there, it's all folded in on itself. My guess would be, and this looks like it's pretty much how Mike did it too. For whatever reason, I want to shade the other side, but let's do this side, because that makes sense, because that's how it would look if it was something that was real. And let's just spread it out a little bit. I should have done half and left the other half without any graphite, because even without blending it, it has an effect, which is really kind of neat, All right. And I like to sometimes, just marvel at the effect that the shading has, because it's so magical. And I encourage you to do that. Maybe do that. Just do half. And then and use your Tortillion, and then just go, wow, that's neat. And then you can go on. But it's kind of fun to just do that as part of your practice. Marvel in what you have done. Okay, and then what I'm seeing this a couple ways. Let's do on this side of the line. And actually I'm thinking here too, because it's going to kind of curve. But let's just do this first. Do I want to do all of that? Well, let's see what that looks like first. And I'm going to bring it out a little bit. Oh, and while I'm doing it, let's use what's left on the Tortillion. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, let's do the rest. So, and I'm just going to worry about this one side right now. Just go all the way down. This would be the right side of it. Yeah. I'm almost thinking I probably didn't need to do the top of that. Too late. It's okay. And again, let's use what's left here. Yeah, it's still neat. I think I'm not going to do the other side except for just here because I want that to look curved. Wow, that is rather cool. And of course, that is just but one way, right? You know, you might have a better idea, and of course, do that. Okay, now, like there we go. I had another blank one out here. All right, now let me show you this variation. So same idea, starting with the squiggle. And on my version of the step outs, I didn't start from scratch. I just started from what we've kind of already known, which is this part. And I'm just going to do it the same way. I should do one side at a time because that just seems to work so much better. Instead, I'm flipping it back and forth and back and forth. I have it, well, similar way. My squiggle is not exactly the same, but that's okay. All right, now what he does on this variation is still take off and land idea, but so start with the top, and I'm going to take off here, and then we're just going to scoop it underneath. And I'm adding, oh, he does that too, okay. You know, and then stop here whichever way you want. I kind of make it into a little bit of an S, and I, you know, merge it in like that. And however you want it to fit, let's see, like this one, like that. This one in there. And of course, you know, all of this part, you know, is however you wish to do it. This sort of kind of, even though it's not constructed at all the same, but it made me think about Foundabout from Zentangle, you know, fairly new tangle from them. And then the rest is, you know, still the decorating idea. And we'll do it similar to here. So we'll do just that one line, curving it. This one I'm kind of just taking it straighter to the line, where the other one, this, as you saw, I kind of took it and then auraed a bit of this too. This one, not. This is more planty like. And let me look at what he did as I'm saying that. No, that is kind of what he did. All right, because I'm like, I didn't really look. I just, or I should say, I looked, but then all of a sudden now I'm second guessing myself and wondering, did I just decide I was going to do it that way, or is that what he did? And then for this one, he just has a couple little fescues coming out, and you can have them come out from wherever. I was liking them to kind of come from that end, but yeah, however you want it to work. And they can, you know, stick out, side of, in. Looks like, yeah, most of his are sticking out like that. So definitely kind of has a planty type feel with that. Just really, really neat. Okay, we'll shade it the same way. Well, at least to start. And I must say, think I'll say it now while I'm doing this. If you're enjoying this, please take a finger break, stretch, and click on that like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Oh, so far I'm liking it almost better. All right, then let's see. I'm just to decide. Okay, I'm going to do this side first because that's what's screaming out at me, but I'm only going to just do this part just because we want it to be rounded, kind of merging it into that bottom there. And then maybe just right here. So kind of like the two ends. Oh, yes. Oh, I like it. Okay. We'll do that on the other side then. All right, and remember to go take a look at the step out links in the description section. And just by the way, below that is my link tree. So if you would like to connect, if you'd like to tangle with me and a bunch of other tangle addicts online, I do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays are free. I think I only have one more adjustment. Yeah, I think so. But you'll see the types of classes that we do. Like I said, the free ones. This could have been a great one, but I wanted to do it now. That, you know, I would have shared on our Tangle Time. Those are our free sessions, where we would just, you know, take a look at it. We take a look at the step out, any samples that are provided, and then we just go to town and see what kind of fun we want to have. Really neat this is. And then here you could, if you wanted to, you could add a little, you know, drop shadow action. Like that. And, you know, that's a great way just to use what's left on the Tortillion, because sometimes you might not want it to be particularly heavy. And you can always start there and add some later. Really neat, if I do say so myself. Love this. I love the variations because it's they're so different. Really cool. Oh, and I see something else. Okay. So on his, he kind of thickened that outside edge, and it really makes it look like a lip. Oh, so cool. All right. Well, you'll have to check that out. And again, description section for step outs, as well as my link tree. You will find links for following me for classes. Lots of other things. I also want to highlight, we have a Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook, and if you'd like to join us there, when you click it, the link, there are 4 questions that you have to answer, and then that's it. That gets you in. So I always like to mention that, because there's so many that, you know, there's no responses, and so I just assume that those are I don't know, I the best I can think, like, not real people type of thing. And that's why I have them there, and it seems to be doing its job, you know, making sure that people that want to be there are there. And we have a lot of fun, so come and join us. All right, so I think that is it. What a cute tangle. All right, enjoy, and thanks again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.